Of course. Yet again. More people are dead this time. And it don't get any easier. It don't get any easier, folks. So, we got some seals we can actually go get. That's pretty cool. Well, once part of object becomes visible, the entire object will be shown. We could get that, but I'd rather not get that. We have 10 skill list things that we could get, so what should we go get? Increase the amount of letter cubes that will be acquired at once. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need Hangman's Gambit, that's fine. The keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Instantly silences loud voices. Beh. Saint Miko's ability? No, I think we need to go get finance, because I think finance is the thing that we had financing. Oh my god, that's 32. I can't even get it. Is this too much? That's too much. I can't get it. Otherwise I would. Alright, so what other things I could get? Trigger happy. Drain slower while concentrating and during fever time. Celine recovers the influence gauge when concentrating or during fever time. Cool and composed. Makes the reticle shake less effective during non-stop debates. Increase the amount of influence recovered by right answers. Effective during non-stop debate and choices. Yes, let's get that. That'll be good to get. So let's go ahead and set that too. And that should be fine for now. Otherwise, I would love to get the finance thing. But we can't. It really sucks that we can't get that. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and begin the class trial, everybody. To save the world. Or rather, to expose Mew's killer.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation. Screw it. This is tiresome.
You need more motivation!
I do. I really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blacken. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
What got into him? Why is he so sad now?
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it! We can't die here! Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
Dang, already.
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. so many times since Kaede.
The fact that Kaida was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. So I'm pretty sure the murder happened inside, and that was the cause of death. Was the shock.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito,
Oh.
the culprit? Impossible!
Small bottle of poison. The bottle of poison for the Ultra Detectives Lab. It was found in Kokichi's seat. The poison is neutralized if it was mixed into anything. It is still quite dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. It causes some cognitive hemorrhaging, making its victim's eyes completely bloodshot. So that should be the thing.
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
First, we need to decide if Mew was killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies.
Kaito logged out first.
Killing Game Simulator. Text file contained the following information. Objects can't break. Avatars cannot be injured. However, the body's 5 senses are connected to the avatar, and any damage an avatar takes is felt by the user's real body. If an avatar takes fatal damage, then the real body will also die from shock. Besides that, the virtual world is the same as the real world down to the laws of physics. There are no special travel methods such as vehicles or warps. Hammer. Found on the ground by Mew's avatar, Mew claimed she had rewritten the virtual worlds, programmed to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons. Nope, not that either.
Himself.
So it should be Monokuma file. No entries can be found on the victim's body. Oh, dang.
Mew was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito, culprit?
Huh. What is Kaido's account? While he's looking for a secret outside the world of the mansion's rooftop, a ring of light appeared when he suddenly logged out against his will. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in or not, he went to a room and slept.
Possible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
Okay, so just need to figure out where I gotta do it.
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito,
Huh.
culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible.
Small bottle of poison. Causes hemorrhaging.
I didn't do it. I mean,
I probably
we
would
found
put
bottle
that
of
there.
poison on
We'll do
Kokichi's
that
seat,
first.
didn't we?
Part of your plan, right, Kaito?
So we'll do the poison bit first. So I think that's like the best thing. Because technically he didn't log out, he was forced out.
That's when you poisoned her, right?
There we go. We got it.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body.
That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then then, what was her real cause of death?
Use real cause of death. The only one I could think of. Loud noise? Nah. Grasping her neck with both hands. She died, her eyes open, an expression of agony on her face. The user's real body dies. The avatar stays in the virtual world. Cannot be injured. When everyone logged in the first time, an avatar error, user error occurred. I honestly don't know what this. What was Mew's cause of death? Avatar error? Is that really the cause of Mew's death? I don't understand. Just remember the body. Maybe the cause of death wasn't located in the real world.
I was wrong.
God dang it. Okay, so not that, then Killing Game Simulator? Or I should probably talk about, like, yeah, 5 body senses.
This is it.
There we go.
Mew's cause of death was the Killing Game Simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Mew received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
It seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
He's an NPC now.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
Fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
We have to determine the specific cause of death. If I think about the condition of Mew's body, I should yield a clue.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured.
Mew's corpse, it probably would be strangulation. Because she was holding her thing.
Let's focus our efforts on that first.
So I'm gonna agree with Maki.
Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
There we go. Yay, we agree.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she's suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh, the assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
There's something about that sentence that makes me just delighted. You know a lot about killing, nerd. Like, oh, look at you, you're a nerd for knowing how to kill people. What a nerd.
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Something like a rope, huh? I have an idea of what it might be. Found it during the investigation. It was like the Latin Sea or whatever. Not that. Where you is? Where he is? Toilet paper? Oh, it could have been toilet paper.
This is it!
It was the toilet paper!
During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Poor Gunta.
Shuichi? Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off. Not gentlemanly at all.
Oh, poor Gunti. I'm sorry. Sorry, buddy. That you just don't understand how things work. Killing Game Simulator, that should be it.
No time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. So why you not take this serious? You call yourself ultimate detective? Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
There's no time for nonsense!
Oh, we have to back down.
You know can use toilet paper
Yeah, we have to back down.
in place of rope!
You have to go back.
Would tear too easy!
Okay, cool.
Cut through your words. The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear.
And that also means that Gunta is not the culprit, because he did not understand that.
And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
It truly was.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
Kibo, she was everyone's gum dumpster. Come on.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
The culprit meant to get rid of the evidence. They did a poor job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Wait, we already know who brought that hammer. It was Mew. She had it.
That's it.
She had the hammer.
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
So this is all looking like Tsumugi was the one that done did it.
Remember what she told us?
I rewrote the program to destroy all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why'd she do that?
Mew brought the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? We need to make that clear. She was probably going to try to kill Kokichi, honestly. That's probably what was going to happen. Mew and
Let's assume that Mew
Kokichi's.
brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Nope.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She
That's
probably
true.
just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to
God
kill
dang
them
it.
with it.
Yes. Freaking I was going to say that.
She was the victim!
Was she really? What was Mew planning to do with the hammer? It's still very unclear. I need to think back to what she was doing and what her plan was.
Let's assume that Mew brought the... What was he planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
There we go. Yay! We agree.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true? I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miu called Kokichi out?
If Miu brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to kill Kokichi, make Kokichi kill someone, plan a murder of Kokichi, confess her love for Kokichi. Nah, it was kill.
That's it. She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Miu's plan, okay?
Miu's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do this. Dang, already on the physical taxi thing. I feel like this has been like the smoothest ride for the trial so far. So I guess there's not going to be like a twisty turn. So Keyboy and Tsumugi are still like on the very tippy top of the suspect list. So I'm not really seeing anything that's like, oh, you know, Tsumugi's innocent or Keyboy's innocent. Because Keyboy has the whole entire, like, we heard Keyboy, and we still don't know how, like, that would have happened. Like, how would someone get to the other side? So that's probably the other part that we have to figure out going along with this case. Is, like, how do they move to the other side? But I think I already have the ideas. All the plans and whatnot. Like, this feels like the most, like, self-explanatory thing so far to me. So in my eyes, it's just a matter of, like, was they trying to stop Miu, or was it just like an accident? So I think it might have just been an accident, honestly. Well, I guess not an accident to, you know, strangle somebody with rope. Oh, crap. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Why is it like that? I already know who. Miu tried to. Miu. Keyboy. Nah, Keyboy's fine. It's like, killed him with what? Killed him with a hammer. Hammer deaths. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, that's a car. Where was Miu trying to kill Kokichi? The rooftop. And Kaido was there, so Kaido had to leave. So that's why Kaido got logged out, because Miu said so. Oh, the virtual world. Most definitely the virtual world. Okay. What's the next one? Like, kill with what? With the hammer? Or with the program or something? I bet you'll say that. Like, how was Miu trying to kill him? Vroom, 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 vroom. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, the other fourth cases. In all honesty to me, it seems like right now the strongest fourth case of Danganronpa was the first one, weirdly enough. Which I'm just like, what? But I'm guessing so. Oh, Kaido was trying to frame him. Oh, why was the bottle on poison on Kokichi's seat? It's because of Miu, right? Or to divert attention, hide evidence.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Oh dang. Kai doesn't agree with that? Did Kaito do it then? I mean, that's what I suspected to begin with, but still. Log in, log out error.
Put the poison there.
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? Log back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
She probably could have. Who died before she could log out? Everyone only logged in and out once each. Timestamps are this. And then you logged in. There you go, right there. You was the last one to log out.
Who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
I'm really surprised he didn't try to put the blame. If the poison is planted evidence, the question is when it was planted. If we determine the when, we might also determine the who.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
No, that's incorrect.
And then what? Log back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the...
Nah, she could have. She very well could have. She could have done it right before when she logged in.
It was Miu who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Miu was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That's right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Miu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. That's putting it together.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Miu used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did you log Kaito out? The cell phone. The cell phone. Cell phone.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Miu's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Kaito Momota. He logged out, just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Miu never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Oh dang, straight up calling them out.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You guys are only bitching because you haven't been in the virtual world yet. But once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so fucking awesome. I know you guys would love it. And then, you're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. So let's just dive right in, okay? We'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
Aw, not just a person.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My my story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Whoops! My hand slipped.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all? Loud
Mew
noise.
was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Mew to go to the mansion. But there is some evidence that shows it was possible.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
There we go. That nice V counter.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she just, like, made herself the object, and that way object could pass, you know, like a little loop.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't want a ton to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. Possibly that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Hangman? Oh no, non-stop debate. Okay, that's fine. Ugh. Alright, so what is it this time? Settings on Kokichi's avatar, well added by Mew.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or
Might be
she used a
teleportation.
warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
There we go.
I agree.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found two such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
He's arguing with us.
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, Mew set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? You losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Please, buddy, you're not part of this. Stop. Alright, so Mew's avatar.
What we
That
gotta
should be it.
figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about the... It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just...
There we go.
I'll cut
She
through
is
the
just an
wall.
object. You heard her first.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
Oh my god.
I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
Oh, this fool's gonna die. He's like, Kaya's gonna kill him. Like, for realsies, I swear.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world, literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
You lied. Huh.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Oh snap! Even Monotaro's coming in.
Monotaro?
I feel like Monotaro's gonna die because of this.
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I had no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
Alright, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there? The loud noise. The loud noise. Right there. There it is.
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, I'm going to not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
He likes lying, after all.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible. Like me in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Mine. Okay. Boop. 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 I should have done it the other way. Oh well. This was the thing, right? Oh, god dang it. Oh, god dang it. Like the one spot. Boop. Yay, there we go. So this. Should be this, right? Yay! We cleared it.
I see it!
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Whoops! My hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. It was teleporting between the two. That's what it was. It was the little way the video games are. This is why I think Samugi knew why Samugi was able to do it, but Kibo might have also been the error person. So that's the thing that makes me think that Kibo could be it. Everybody else, I feel like, wouldn't know or wouldn't have the knowledge to do such a thing. If you're someone like Himiko, so... Not to mention that Himiko also has, like, motives in particular and whatnot. But Kokuichi is definitely not the murderer for sure, due to all the things that he could not do effectively. So, yeah. Really? Just one more? Ugh. At which point was the sign swept away? When Mew was like, my hand slipped. When she was a clumsy bitch. As you do. River, mansion, chapel. River. Okay, good. Where's the next one? The next magical clue, as it were. Something. Okay. Ah, you dastard. I think these Mario-esque moving around bits. That is a car. There we go. And there. More. Where is the end of the river? The other side. So you would do it that way, right? Or there like isn't like an actual end. Transition point. Chapel side. Ow! Chapel side? So chapel side. Okay, cool. Look at them dance! Look at them dance! Alright, so it's 3 out of 4. God damn, there's more to this. Ugh. Come on. Oh man, I could have gotten that. Oh, great. Come on, no whamma jammas. That didn't do it, really? Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? On the mansion side! So they're connected. They are connected. Objects could go through. It's pretty obvious. I don't think it needs to be spelled that much, game. I don't think it needs to be spelled that much. I agree it's a thing, though. So now we're on the 4th phase. The phase. Last one. Oh, looks like it's just giving us the one. Oh no, it's putting in. That's good. Come on. You dastard. Can't even see the question because like I'm focusing on this little spot. To like get all these. Really? Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? It float to the right or whatever, the chapel side. And the chapel side goes into the mansion side. Because it's connected with the current. Oh, against the current. There we go.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
Okay, so not Avatar era, wall added by Mew. So it would be that.
This is it!
Yay!
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how'd it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right. That's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall, but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something. Here. We need to figure out about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. Downstream and upstream are connected. It's another signboard teleported. This one? Press the wall caused the sideboard to teleport? Like I said, the wall wasn't a warp point. God dang it. So is this one then?
that's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Wait, in that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
She should only set up one wall. So the chapel and the mansion walls, they're the same wall.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected.
I just want to point out, Tsumugi hasn't really been saying a whole lot, and this makes me hella suspicious of her.
Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit. Why is it not? It's a unique feature of the thing. Huh. Oh, there we go. O-R-M. Oh, that's a W. That's a W. Okay. World. So I need to find L. There we go. D. Worlds. Something? What was this red thing? Nope. Incorrect. P. Nope. That's not it. L-S? God dang it. World something? Nope. World loop. Okay. I didn't want to do that, world loops. There we go. Here's the S. I could have, like, done that better, but whatever, it's fine.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
And if this wall is like, hey, we're going to connect with certain things and whatnot, then wouldn't that mean that Kiba will be the only other person that has an actual error that makes him not human and could kill? That's also a possibility. So it's Kiba and Tsumugi that are just the top two right there.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
At least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Maybe it starts there? I imagine that the river itself is the actual loop. Huh. Where's the looping point? The bridge? The loop begins at the river. But nothing happened when we crossed the river using the sideboard, right? When you cross the transition point on the map, you can't see or hear anything.
Damn it!
God dang it. Okay, what if it's the wall? Wall area? Doesn't really seem to get it. Where could it have started? I don't think there, right? On the mansion? This is the mansion. Wouldn't the loop point run through the whole world rather than confined to one location? God dang it. What's the question? Where's the looping point? Here?
There!
Okay, cool, awesome.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
Oh!
The loading point was actually at the edges.
Oh, that makes far more sense now. Okay.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
I mean, he kind of has been, Kaito.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. solve this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaido on purpose. Oh, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve. We can't find the culprit. It would be all for nothing. I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Well, I don't know. Third base. I mean, I have a good guess. Kibo or whatchamacalls, Sumugi, but that's it. Out of those two, I don't think Maki Roll did it. I don't think Kaido did it. I think Kaido and Kokichi are specifically going to be directly involved with this next case. Like, everything's setting up for case 5, it seems. But for now, I think we're completely fine with everything else, because it kind of only leaves those two. And if you're going to tell me who it was, I want to say Sumugi. I think Sumugi did it, because she knows about games and cosplay and such. But I don't know for sure. This game has surprised me more times than I can count, so I guess I can count to 5. Alright. Till next time, everybody. I shall see y'all later. Sayonara.